rather than giving you all this extra stuff, clouding up in your brain, we just wanted to give you the first 11 things that were the most important things that we take the test. Okay, so Ms. Schwaber was going to ask you some questions about what you read and what you thought.
Maybe we could announce the 11 because I don't know if everybody heard all that. Yeah, I mean, my kids back here didn't hear it. They can't see it either, so.
Is there anyone here who thinks that they heard all 11 tips and can tell them to the other students? Before you raise your hand, think in your head and think of all the tips. Because I didn't catch all of them. So, is there anyone who is sure that they have all 11? Come up here, and even if you have a number of them, you might as well practice since you're going to be one of the contestants.
The first one I know is that
It doesn't have to be a direct one. Do you remember one of them?
one of them. You can double check your work.
Very good. Everybody put thumbs up if you think that's a good tip. Double check your work. Very important. And I can tell you times when I didn't do that and I was very upset with myself. Why didn't I double check my work? If I only did that, I would have the right answer. Because I rushed or I made a silly mistake. Always double check your work. Anyone have another tip that was said on the video? Ms. Schraber was slightly distracted during the video.
Read the question carefully.
Oh, I'm sure that tip must have been on there. Very good. We should always read the question carefully because if we don't, we could put the wrong answer. We have to say to ourselves, what is this question asking us?
You have to look for context clues to define the word.
Wow. Beautiful. Context clues to define the word. You look for other words in the sentence that help you figure out the meaning of an unknown word in the sentence. Vocabulary tip, most important, and a skill that will help you throughout your whole lives. I still use that skill today.
Reread your answers.
Reread your answers. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if that went along with double check.
They say reread them, but take just the first one that you remember from the text as being the right answer.
All right, so don't just, reread and go back and look. Very good. You're right. You can go back and look again. Anyone remember another one?
Look for sequencing words.
Secrets?
Look for sequencing words.
Sequencing words. You're right. I did hear that. Can you tell me a couple of sequencing words for the group here?
First, second, finally, after, before, next, then.
Wow, you did it. All right, anyone remember anything else? Young lady in the front row.
Eat right.
Eat right. Yeah, you want to have a good breakfast. But that's a very important tip that we must not forget because you know what? You need fuel for your thinking and your brains, and if your tummy is hungry during the test, you're not going to be able to think. You're going to be there, oh, I'm so hungry, I can't wait till lunchtime. So you want to make sure your bellies are full, but not too full because you don't want to have a stomachache either. All right, anyone know another good tip?
Don't skip any questions.
Very good. Don't skip any questions. Yeah, you know what? That is so important because I once took a very important test and I skipped a question and didn't even know it. And when I went to the end, I thought I was done, and then I had 5 minutes left, and I said, oh no, I missed one of them, and I had all my numbers, and I had to erase everything and fix it, and it was very stressful. So always make sure that you're answering, filling in the right circle for the right question, and that you don't miss any. Very important. Someone else. No, yep. One more tip. Follow the directions. Very good, and I had pointed to someone else. So we always need to follow the directions and read the directions carefully. And do we have one more? We're up to 7.
Look for the negative questions.
Oh, yes. Very important. Look for the wording, because it says which of these choices is not correct. Don't just put the one that's correct, because that's not reading the question thoroughly. You're going to get the opposite answer. Justin? Last one. Oh my goodness, we almost forgot to have someone say that one. So important. We must underline the important words so we don't forget when we read the questions. Those key words will help us remember what we're looking for when we read the passage. And I believe our time is up for this portion of the assembly. So thank you so much. And I know you all have great thoughts. And keep those thoughts, because you're going to need them to use them for the test.
I don't know.
And now, we are about to begin our Jeopardy. So I will call up the contestants by name. For classroom, I'll wait. For classroom 3-1, over here we will have Jamil Court and Rihanna Ryan. For class 3-2, we have Courtney Jackson and Ramir McRae. All right. For classroom 3-3, we have Kamani Andrews and Kayla Graham. And last but not least, for classroom 3-4, we have Jalen Bernard and Kelly Jones. I am your host, Alex Trebek, and I welcome you to Jeopardy.